welcome back to the channel. Today I'm bringing you Pennywise, also known as It. This one is a NECA one and it's a retro cloth version. So that's the box you can see rotating on the base. Just watch it go back round, round and round and round and round. And you can see what you get with it. Literally you get just a head sculpt, a balloon and an extra hand holding the balloon. So let's get into it. So we've got him out the package now. As you can see, straight away he looks brilliant. Looks so good, this one. When I ordered this piece, I really wanted a retro version of this, well, cloth version, and when I opened it, I was not expecting this in quality and detail of putting the material of the costume is just so good, and the head sculpt is just perfect. Now again, I could be comparing it to me other Pennywise that I have, the fake one, but I'm pretty, I gotta say, if the head sculpt's as good as the plastic ones, I don't think it'll be as good as this one. I really don't. I mean, it's just so good, and these are bigger than the normal standard ones. But I think this piece is just so good. The way it's been made really well. I mean, you see the head sculpts there. It's just really good. The eyes look absolutely brilliant. There's a bit of paint sort of come off there, as you can see. There's a bit of a red mark there, which is a bit of a shame, but I can look past that because I think it's such a good figure, this piece. And just the material they've put in it and the work. I mean, you've got to mess with the material and stuff, because when I got it, it was really flat like that. So once you puff this up and bring it down a bit, it just looks so good. Now you've got a bend in the arms, but I don't think it's a double bend, it's a single bend. You got the you see the hands there, look, you see the gripping hands. The gripping hands look really good. I just can't get over how much they've gone into the detail, the material and the pants. You got your shoes there. There's also, I think there's a bend in him, but it's really stiff at the moment. I think obviously because it's a new piece. But you can see there the shoe. I think it's sculpted so far up as well, yep. So they sculpted the shoe so far up like it's supposed to be. Pull this back down. His legs seem really long as well. It was because it just needed pulling down. That's what mine was like. So when you get out the package, literally, you're just going to mess with the material. And once you've messed with it and like puff these up and his shoulders and everything, it just looks so good. There is a bend in his knee when I can find it. That's the only issue with these retro cloth ones. It's hard to find where the joints are, you know, to bend them to get them into different positions. But yeah, there's the bend there. This is the back of him. So literally, you could undo this. This does come off. And then I think you can take this off, this part of his costume. I haven't done it yet. We'll have a quick look now. Don't really want to, but right. So you can see the body there. So you can see he's got a six-pack. So he has got a crunch at the top of his body. You can see where the joints are and everything. So it's good that they've done the body all white. Even though you aren't going to see the body, obviously, when he's got his clothes on. You're not going to just wear this without his costume. You're going to display it with the costume. So we'll just fix this belt back up again. put down, there we go. Yeah, it's really good, this one. I was really happy with it. The head sculpt on it's really good. The hair looks really good. This is Velcro as well, so you can take that off as well if you wanted to. So you could sort of manipulate that to make it a bit more puffy. Yeah, I think this piece is a really good piece. Do you know, I haven't seen many reviews of this figure on YouTube, and I think it's very underrated. This piece, very underrated. There's little issues with this material and stuff. This material's a bit hard to sort of get in the right position and everything, but you could just as long as you just like keep hold of it probably for so long, it'll eventually pop down. But that's now. It's just this piece, I think it's just underrated, big time. The stand's usually okay. We're getting to stand. If we can get to stand. Don't want to stand for me now. He has been standing absolutely fine. Probably because I bent his legs earlier. Oh, he's not going to stand for me now. Stand. Oh, finally. I've got him standing, sort of. Oh, no, I knew I shouldn't have messed with him. It does stand good, trust me. He's been standing absolutely fine, but for some reason he will not stand now. I want to show the other bits he gets with him. There we go, right. So he also gets this balloon. Standard balloon. It's quite big. And he's already got the hand holding it, which is good, because they're always hard to get on. See the sculpting on the gloves pretty good as well. You get the other head sculpt, again, really good. Really good paintwork on the mouth, the eyes. The eyes look absolutely brilliant. The hair looks really good. The colouring of it, really good. We'll change his hand out first. So we'll just pop this off. There we go. You can see maybe a bit of paint might come off it, but it's usually just on the joint, so you're alright. It's not going to damage anything. It's because it's new. Getting on might be a bit difficult because with it being material at the end here, he's sort of trying to hold on to the wrist as well as material moving, but he's got his hand on now, sort of looking up to the sky. Again, with these it characters, they're always the same with the balloons. They're hard to you know, keep them up like that. But yeah, you can see he's looking up for some reason. Not why. His head movement is really good. Move it right round if you wanted to, up and down perfectly, side to side, really good. Take this one back off again. Put this one back in. So as I say, you only get the one extra hand. You'd never get a lot of pieces with the cloth version ones. It's because they put so much detail, and obviously it probably costs them more money in using material for the body. But you just see, there's the head with no head. Literally, you can take that off. But it does come undone anyway because it's got the Velcro on the back of it. So we'll just pop this on. You can see it's on a ball joint. It's not always the best when they're on ball joints. It can always be difficult to get on. We'll have a go and see if this one's alright. I think it's on. Looks like it's on. Just didn't pop. See the other head sculpts now. Again, really good quality. Yeah, this piece is just so good. So happy with this piece. And not just that as well. All these retro ones, the cloth versions, they're all bigger. You're just sometimes going to pull his trousers down a bit so you can get these trousers looking right. all these cloth version figures are bigger than your normal plastic ones. The row is 8 inches. But for this one's actually taller. This one's, I measured it, and it's just over 8 inches and a half. 8 inches and a half, this one. So it's actually taller for some reason. I don't know why. But it's such a, it makes the piece even better though, with the fact that it's so big. For some reason I don't want to stand. Luckily, you've got peg holders there, and I've actually brought a stand. There we go. That's a bit better. So, there we go. Right. So I'll bring in the other it I've got. Obviously, Pennywise, it's the fake one, but they're all the same size anyway. So this isn't going to be any smaller, but you can see, you can see the size difference. Now I know I've put that on a NECA stand, but it's not much. You don't put much size on it, so I mean, it's just crazy how big it is. Size difference. Yeah, so that's even better, the fact that it's bigger. And there's a couple of things I would change on this, but right now I would leave it as it is. But if I wanted to, you could add stuff to this and make it look even better. So literally you could go in there, put a bit of weathering in, make it pop a bit more, put a bit of weathering on these bits, the whites. You could do with a bit of weathering on his head, because you can see the cracks on his head, but it should be more defined than that, I think. So you could do a black wash on his face, really lightly though, so you don't damage it. Bit of a black wash at the top of it, not bring all the detail out. Do a black wash on his clothes, but again really light. You don't want to go too heavy because you'll just ruin it. All the way down. Do the back as well. You can get all these little bits of thread material. They're just loose pieces, so you could just carefully cut them pieces off, and then you'll be all right. This piece I purchased it from Ned's Toys. The price of this one is £50. It's a bit more than the other cloth version ones, and I know why now, because the amount of work they put in the clothing and detail they've put in it, and the fact that it's even bigger than your normal size ones. So that's probably why this one's a bit more expensive. But like there's a Pennywise out there right now. There's a 1/6 scale version of him, and I've seen it, and it looks really good. Apart from there's a lot of detail you need to put in it yourself. Really, it's basically like this one. It's not as good, obviously. It's a lot better because it's like £300 But the clothing and that, they haven't weathered it or anything. So for the people who can't afford to get 1/6 scale figures, like I can't afford to get 1/6 scale figures, I can get one maybe once in a blue moon, maybe once a year if I'm lucky to get a 1/6 scale figure. So usually I'll just get the retro versions, the cloth versions, and then I'll just add to them if I feel like it needs adding to it. And with this one, I really think all you need to do is just do a bit of weathering on it, and you could make it look just as good. I really do think so. You can make it just as good as that £350 one, and this is like £50. It's a decent size. It's not 1/6 scale, obviously, but it's pretty big. It's bigger than your normal NECA figures. Plus, with this base, I've been thinking with the base, I'm actually going to use this base as like a reference for a little base like diorama I'm going to build for it. So I am definitely going to build a little diorama for it, and I'm going to do the one what's camera that way, just the one what comes with the 1/6 scale version of this. I'll put a picture up so I'll show you what I mean, But basically, you could just take this, so basically it's always going to be on this stand, so it won't fall at all. So you stand on this stand, basically build the little diorama with the drain and stuff like that, like I'll show you on the, like I've just brought up on the picture, what I mean. And it'll put even more height on it, and I mean, it would look even better. It would look amazing, because you won't leave this bit black, you would put grass on it, and it'll look so good. So that is something I'm definitely going to be doing. So if I do that, I will take pictures and I will show you it when it's done. Now, can we get him to stand properly on this rotator? It's standing back on the, I don't know why what stand. He's been standing absolutely fine. It's because I've been messing with his legs. Sort of leaning back all the time. Put him on there. Bring it up a bit, the camera. So yeah, this piece is so good. There's something that I've just noticed on the box. On the box, what it shows you here, it shows you the artwork of the actual Pennywise, what you get. Now, it looks alright, and it looks fine, and it looks like what you get. The only thing I'm missing, as you can see there, it looks like you're supposed to get bells just on his ankles. I've just noticed this, and you don't get it. So I don't know if that was just like, they probably put it on the first one they made, and then they decided it was just wasn't working. It just kept falling off or something, and they just went with not having them at all. But yeah, I noticed that the one on there. But yeah, this piece is so good. I'm going long on this one, I know I am, but this piece is just really underrated. I recommend this piece to anybody picking this up. As I say, I got this from NECA Toys. It was 50 quid. It was like £5 delivery as well, so it was like 55 quid. Yeah, I don't think you can get it any cheaper than that though, and it's well worth the price, well worth the money. As I said, the only things I would change is like just do a bit of weathering on it. That's about it. There's not much you can do, you want to do to it really, and make a little base for it to stand on. So if I was going to rate this piece, I think you've got an idea what I'm going to go with it. I'm definitely going to be going with a 10 out of 10, easy. I was blown away when I got this piece out the box. I was not expecting it to look as good as it did at all. I don't know if it's because the Pennywise what I've got is a fake one, or I just was not expecting it to look as good as it does. I've got other cloth figures and they look good and decent, but they don't look nowhere near as good quality they've put into this. So it's got to be a 10 out of 10, and hopefully they keep on doing, well, I don't even know when they've made this, but if they can keep on putting all that little detail and stuff like, I think what they could have done as well, but it would have put the price up more, if they give him real hair as well. If they give him real hair as well, but this piece would have been absolutely outstanding, I think. But you don't need it. To be fair, you don't need it. But if it did, it'd be crazy, because the price would have gone up, obviously, but it would have been worth it. But yeah, so 10 out of 10 piece, easy. Sorry about it. It was a bit long, this video. I really wanted to show you this one, and I couldn't stop talking about it, to be fair. It's a really good piece, so I recommend it. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, subscribe for me, and we'll leave it there. So we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.